There we are. Hi, Tracy. Okay. I think we are live in the right place. Hello, everyone. Happy Tuesday. We'll give everybody a couple of minutes to find us and get connected. I was having a little trouble. I didn't want to launch for some reason. Oh my goodness. Hi, Debbie. Oh, thank you. I'm getting used to it. Except when I'm in really bright lights, then I feel like I'm glowing. But definitely easy to take care of and so cool, so comfortable. All right. Well, like I said, we're going to wait just a couple of minutes. Hi, Bernice. Glad you could make it. Let's see. I'm going to do this. And we're going to do that and that and that. I have a super cute card to show you. Hey, Nancy. I have a super cute card to show you. You know, lately I've been all about let's use up our designer series paper. And this card was shared by my friend Amy Felici up in Michigan. And I love every bit of it. It's so cute, so easy, so fun. And you can definitely use up some of your scraps. Hello, Linda. I hope everybody has enjoyed this not so hot day today. Maybe I shouldn't say not so hot. It was a warm day, but it wasn't so humid that it was miserable. I don't like the humidity, that's for sure. It was much better today. But I assume it's going to take off again and be ugly. All right. Well, it is 8:35, so I am going to jump on in. Today is Tuesday, July 1st, 2025, and this is our weekly Facebook Live here in my business page, DonnaStamps.com. For those of you who don't know me, I am Donna Schneidmiller, an independent Stampin' Up! Demonstrator here in Louisville, Kentucky, celebrating my 21st year. Loving it. Love, love, love this. I say it's a habit or an addiction that I don't ever want to recover from. So I'm sure many of you can relate to that. I have a way too big of a stash. Someone told me the other day that their craft stash is going to outlive them 4 times, even if they made multiple projects a day. And I kind of believe that, but you just got to have it all, right? Okay. Well, I want to tell you very quickly about some things that started today. First of all, thank you to everyone who placed orders during the sweet sale. Lots of people took advantage of it, and it's always nice when you can get your supplies at a percentage off. And that was a fun one. Starting today, we have brand new July online exclusives that were released, and you're going to be seeing those in the coming weeks. I'm waiting for another order to arrive that has several of those in it, but you're going to love it. We've got flowers. We have things for Halloween. We have Christmas, fall. There's a wide variety of choices, and you'll be able to see all of that. In addition to those, we also had 2 brand new kits launched today. One is super cute little Halloween treats. Excuse me, now I have the hiccups. And we have another kit that, of course, is cards. As far as what is coming up, make sure that if you're interested in the virtual album retreat that is coming up week after next, that's going to be July 16th through the 18th, that you go ahead and order your kit sooner than later, so that it arrives in time. I have been watching people opening up their boxes just to kind of look and see, and oh my gosh, this kit is phenomenal. You're going to be making a total of 24 pages over the course of the 3-day event. Now, if you're like me and you work during the day and you can't watch live, every one of the spreads is going to be recorded. It doesn't cost anything to go to the event, but you do need to purchase the kit, and then you will receive an invitation to a special Facebook group where all of that will be housed and available to you. But you'll be able to watch the videos after the fact. But the way that this kit is laid out, everything is beyond prepared for you. There are 4 stamps in the kit. There's just product galore. Flip-flaps and your page protectors, etc. So if you even remotely were interested in learning to scrapbook, or you're already a scrapbooker, this is a wonderful event and kit that you can get. And of course, you can always take these spreads and use them for other pages down the road, turn the page, different orientations, etc. So you'll find all of that information up here. And again, that event is July 16th through the 18th live, or unlimited recording as long as you're given the link to the page. And that's going to be tied to your email address. So make sure that when you place your order that you log in with your account, because yes, you do get rewards. If you're on my team or you're a fellow demonstrator, you do get your discount on that. But because you get your Stampin' Rewards on top of purchasing that kit. So you'll again find all of that information here on this post, under this post, as well as on my online store. As far as upcoming events, let me remind you too that Club Cove is open for the month of July. You have to sign up by the 20th. You can do it 1 month and try us out, or you can do it for your continuous subscription. It's $30 for porch pickup. It is $38 if you need me to ship it. And you make 8 cards, 2 each of 4 designs. And we are going to be using the Notes and Totes bundle. This is a card I received using that. And is that not precious? This is not one of the cards you're going to be doing, but I wanted you to have an idea of just how cute it is. We're going to make a little gift treat holder out of it, etc. But it is on page 81. And I'm going to hold it up just so you can kind of see all the fun that is in that. But you can go to DonnaStamps.com, my website, click up at the top where it says monthly club to go, and you can take advantage of that. And then, of course, if you do it 6 months consistently, I send you a bonus goodie bag valued at $25 or more in product. So again, a fun way to learn some new techniques. I always do fun folds within that and some other things. And I think you're really going to like this one, especially for summer, right? In addition, my upcoming classes card buffet is July the 12th. This is again in all occasions. We will have anywhere from, 15 to 20 or more cards for you to choose from. They are $3 each, including the envelope. And you have 2 sessions to pick from, 9 to 12 or 1 to 4. And this is over at my fellow demonstrator, Cassie Miller's Stamp Studio over off Dixie. It's super easy to find. If you know where Dixie Manor is, you literally are right around the corner from it. But we have a lot of fun. And again, you can come and make as few or as many cards as you want during either of those sessions. I'm doing a new event I'm very excited about, and I've kind of been sharing this. I'm doing a Sips and Cards on July the 23rd at the Rose Lynn Hill Winery in J-Town. Super cute little place. You're going to make 4 cards using the celebratory Sips which is the cute little drinks, etc. We're going to be making 4 cards that night. The class is $35, and that includes your choice of a glass of wine or beer. And they do have other beverages available if you don't want either one of those. But you do need to register. And I have the link up on donnastamps.com. And then, of course, our monthly Stamp-A-Stack is going to be on the 27th, and that is from 1 to 4 at the Marine Corps League. And we make 16 cards for each of 4 designs for $25 are free with a $40 order. And if you happen to be on my team, one of the perks of being part of DeVille Stampers is you get to come to Stamp-A-Stack for $16. So a great way to add cards to your stash, and we have a lot of fun, of course, doing different cards. And then people are asking me, well, when are we doing Christmas cards? Christmas cards for Stamp-A-Stack based on the calendar. I looked at it the other day. Those will be August, September, October, and November. The way that Thanksgiving falls, we're going to be able to do them in November as well. So there will be 4 full months of Christmas cards, and each month the cards will be different. So you're not going to be using the same stamp sets, etc. They'll all be different. So you'll be able to have plenty of Christmas cards for this year and maybe even for next year. All right. Make sure you're commenting, saying hello. Hey, Kim. Yes, I got that stamp set too. Hey, Terry, you got the notes and totes. I love it. It's so cute. I was torn. I had 2 picked out, and I said, oh, we have to do this one because it looks like a big tote bag to go to the beach, right? So super fun. What else? Have I said hello? Hey, thank you, Debbie. Yes, you always come to Card Buffet, which is always fun. Make sure you're commenting, saying hello, letting me know you're here. I am seeing lots and lots of views on my videos, and I greatly appreciate that. But you got to comment and let me know you're here. You're missing out on freebies, okay? So make sure you comment, say hello. You can do that now during this, or you can do it after. If you're watching the replay, it still counts. But make sure that you comment here on the live, okay, so that I don't miss you. I appreciate you commenting when I post the picture as well as the measurements over in the Creative Cove. But if you want to be included in the drawing, you have to post and comment here on the live, okay? And then, of course, because of that, I always put everyone's name in the hat that comments, and I give away the card that I made on our last live. And first of all, thank you to everyone who said happy birthday to Mark. Thank you for letting me bump to Wednesday. It was Mark's 65th birthday. So we're now both officially old. Not really. But I greatly appreciate you letting me bump that so that I could take him out to dinner for his birthday. I don't feel 65. He said he doesn't either, so I guess it's not a bad thing, right? But here's the card that we made. Can you see that garden embossing folder? It's so, so pretty. And this used the Wildflower Celebrations Designer Series paper with the little die cuts. And when you open it, it has this cute little pop-up in the center using a strip of the DSP, and again, more of those elements out of that. So I have everybody's name that commented last time. So let's see who is going to get that. And hello to everyone who has jumped on. Make sure you say hi. Hi, Donna. From Bloomington, Illinois. I'm an Indiana girl, so I know pretty much where that is. I'm originally from Evansville, so you have to tell me where in proximity Bloomington is. I know I have heard of it. Okay, this is going to go to Bonnie Bowles. So Bonnie, I know how to get a hold of you, so we will get that to you. And then, of course, if you share my video, which I greatly appreciate, please type the word shared in all capital letters, and your name will go into a second drawing for a stack of cards from my stash. So I have everybody's name in this bucket, and let's see who is going to get this. And this is going to go to Norma Bryant. So Norma, I have your information as well, and I will get that for you. Hey, Denise. Yeah, I wanted to show you. Here is another one that I did, the alternative. And you can see how I used a different embossing folder. This one has the bow, the other one doesn't. But you can see just how fun it is to use those pieces. This is a great card to use if you have the frames and flowers, because you can do the exact same thing. You can use those die cuts to decorate your card, but you could also use the blooming, what is it? Expressions of bloom or something like that. You know what I'm talking about. Lots of opportunities. Okay. And then, of course, if you place an order in my online store that is $35 or more, we no longer have a host code, so you don't have to worry about that because you get the rewards. But I do like to send out a free embellishment as a thank you. And this month, we're going to be using the holographic resin dots. Can you see how pretty these are? And they change colors. So whatever you lay it next to, it picks that color up. So it's kind of like picking up this pink paper from my notes. See how it kind of changes? It's the coolest thing. So that will be your freebies for the month. Now, if you placed an order in June, you are going to be receiving your gift. I placed that order the other day. I'm just waiting for them to come in. I always order at the end of the month and send them out shortly after. So you're not forgotten. It's coming. And I absolutely know who ordered. So that takes care of all the business. I can't wait to show you this card. It's so cute. It's so fun. And it's so easy. So let me put the camera down. We're going to be using the Everyday You and Me stamp set. So hold tight. Let me put the camera down. And I am still having trouble getting us connected to stream over from YouTube to Facebook. So as soon as I figure that out, and if Nancy, I know you do lives, if you happen to stream from YouTube to Facebook, let me know because I'd love to find out the trick. Okay, let's see. I see we're a little crooked. Let's fix this. Bear with me a second. Make sure we are straight. Are we there now? Okay, this is the stamp set we're using, and we're going to be using the Designer Series paper, Everyday Happiness. Obviously, I love it. I have tons of it, and I have been using it like a mad woman. And it has a lot of awesome patterns in it. Before I forget, I did a scrapbook class recently that was a 2-page spread, and people are asking me, do I have any kits left? And I actually have 3, I believe. They are $30. So if anyone is interested in that kit still, let me know and I'll get it to you. But again, it's $30 for the kit, and you get about $20 worth of product, including a whole pack of the Designer Series paper and the sticker sheet. Okay. The pieces that you need for this card are short and sweet. You need a piece of cardstock. This happens to be Lost Lagoon. This is 8.5 by 5.5 scored at normal. So it's your normal card base. You need a piece of basic white for the inside, which is 4 by 5 1/4. And then you need a piece of Designer Series paper. This is 5.5 by 2.5, and you're going to score it at 2 so that you have a 1/2 inch fold at the bottom. And then I picked another pattern from that coordinates. I'm so sad Wild Wheat's going away because I love it. And I die cut these out with probably one of my absolute favorite die sets right now. I'm using it like crazy. This is the Textured Notes. And can you see all of, thank you, Nancy. I appreciate that. you can see all of the different indentations and markings that it makes. I used the third one in, so the third and the fourth for these. So let me show you. Can you see how it die cuts out? These little, it doesn't really cut them out. It just makes these impressions. But you've got that one, and then you've got this little crosshatch. So that's all of the cardstock pieces that you need. So it's uber easy to do, okay? So what we're going to do first is our standard fold our card in half. And why does that look off? Maybe I didn't score correctly. Go figure. I've noticed lately that my eyes have changed just in the last little bit. It's craziness for sure. Okay, we're going to roll with it. Okay, we've got that. We have this little piece right here. I am going to go ahead and do my stamping. Now, I'm going to use that stamp set, like I said, and I'm going to bring in the coordinating colors that match both the paper, of course. And this is going to be Pretty Peacock and Lost Lagoon. And I'm going to start with the small little flower like this. And I am going to compare. Okay. I'm going to start with Lost Lagoon. And I want to do my stamping first. That way we can get that out of the way. And I'm just going to put these little flowers down here at the bottom. Now, I am not putting an inside sentiment on the card today, just because what we're using... Okay, that's going to drive me nuts. Hold on a second. Yes, I'm a perfectionist, and I can't handle that when something doesn't look right. Okay. Because what sentiment I'm going to put on the front can mean a lot of things. So I'm just going to leave it blank. Now, I'm not going to put this in yet because we have something else we need to do. Okay. Then I'm going to grab my little piece. Okay. And in Pretty Peacock, I am going to stamp Better Together. And you could use this sentiment for anniversaries, just for a friend who might need a little encouragement. Whatever. It just has lots of possibilities. Okay, so we're going to stamp that. Then I have the large and small flower. And I'm going to use my Lost Lagoon. And I'm just going to stamp some flowers around this. I'm going to put one here. And then I want to put one down here at the bottom. Just like that. Okay. Then I'm going to add some little accents just to kind of tie everything together. Right down here. And one thing I have found is that, and you can kind of see it already, Lost Lagoon stamps a little dark, but then as it starts to dry, it lightens up. But still one of my favorite colors. Okay, that's all the stamping we're going to do. Again, like I said, this is a fun way to be able to use up your designer series paper. Okay, so what I want to do is I want to go ahead and decide which pattern I want on the front, okay? And I'm going to put the flowers, okay? This one's great, but I'm going to use this one. So what I want to do is I want to fold that so that the flap is underneath. I want to burnish that really well. Okay. And then I'm going to add adhesive to it. Now, I find when I do this card design that if I instead of putting my adhesive here, if I put it at the bottom of my card, it's a little bit easier for me to line up where I want it. So the tape runner is about a 1/2 inch. So I'm just going to start off the edge and run. Might be a little less, but because this is kind of interactive, I'm going to put 2 strips of adhesive across. Okay. Now, what we want to do is we want to make sure, because we're going to be using this as a flap to tuck, you want to make sure that your crease isn't to where you can't fold it together. Okay, so what I want to do with this is I want to ever so slightly go off the edge, and I'm going to show you here in just a second. Whoops, get over there. Thank you. Do you ever talk to your paper and tell it to do things that it's not doing for you? Okay, so you can see that I took it off the edge just ever so slightly. I don't know if that's a 1/16 or less than a 1/16, but that's going to help you to make sure that your card is going to go together the way you want it. Okay, now I'm going to go ahead and burnish this again just to be on the safe side and make sure that when I close it, that it lays flat. And in this case, it does. Okay, so that's really important, because if I had put that right up at the edge, I probably would have had bulk there and my card wouldn't have laid flat. Okay. So now, at this point, we're going to take our inside piece, and we're just going to add this right in the center. So that it kind of covers up that open edge that's down there. Okay, just like that. Okay, so this is going to go up. This is going to fold in. So this is what you're going to have, okay? And again, here's the perfectionist in me. Just manipulate it a little. Okay, there we go. Now, this is going to fit on here like this. And we're going to put it on dimensionals so that it's only attached up here. Now, before I do that, I do want to add some ribbon to this card. And normally I would add my ribbon after the fact, but I'm going to do it first. And this is the white woven ribbon. I love the way it feels. It's very easy to tie. I am not going to tie a bow on camera. I'm just going to take this over and we're going to tie it in a flat knot. Let me get my hands going. Don't think about it, Donna, and it'll go. Sometimes I can't even tie a knot on camera, but I can do it in my sleep. See what I mean? Too loose. I'm talking about it. Let's do this again. Hold on. And because I'm wrapping it all the way around, I can't do a cheat bow. Let's pull this loose again. I wanted to tie a bow, but my hands today, hands, eyes, knees, it's all going to pot. Okay, let's try this again. Don't think about it. There's nobody watching me. I'm going to pull it tight, tuck it in. Before I pull it, I'm going to pull it again, let go, and pull. There we go. Finally. And then I like to take my fingers and put them right at the knot, push up and pull. And then when I do, my ribbon will lay flat for me. Okay. See, if I don't think about the fact that I have people watching me do it, it works. Okay. Now, you could put a glue dot under this if you wanted. I'm not going to. I want him to lay flat. There he goes. Okay, and I'm doing that because I want to make sure that when I put this on, that I have plenty of clearance. Okay, so we're going to put dimensionals just on the top half. Now, what I like to do is flip it over, place it where I want it. I'm going to put my bone folder on there to hold it shut. And then I can kind of see where I need to put my dimensionals. Now, I do want to put several, and you'll see why here in a second. It's better in this case to have a couple of rows because this is technically going to be an interactive piece. And we want to make sure it works for us. Okay, let's take those backs off. Come on. And you can make these very quickly. So I've got my fingers where my dimensionals are. I just kind of want to eyeball it, make sure it's straight, and stick that down, okay? And then I'm going to add this one on dimensionals also. I'm kind of a obsessor when it comes to dimensionals. I don't want anything to be flat or get squished in transit. Okay. Come on, there we go. All right, and we're gonna add this right here. And then I have these Riverside Irregular Pearls. I love these so much. And I'm going to add a few of those on here. And I'm going to do them in the different colors. Let's see. Yeah, let's go right there. And we'll add one up here. All right. And then your card works like this. So this is a flap, and then it opens like this. Okay? And then as you work with it, you can kind of push with your thumb and then tuck your other piece under. So how fun is that? Hey, Kevin. Woo, I feel honored. Kevin Thiessen's watching me. Hi. That's a big deal. So that's this one. And then I made another one kind of with the opposite of colors. Everything is the same. Your measurements are the same, etc. And this one, again, doesn't have anything on the inside, but you can see how you can use up that designer series paper. And in this case, people can actually see 3 sides to the paper. So I hope that you like this. I hope you'll get your designer series paper out and use it. Again, minimal supplies, but a fun little card with a twist. So that's your card for tonight. I hope you like that, and we'll give it a try. Again, check out all the new online exclusives and those 2 super cute kits that we have. If you have any questions about the virtual album retreat, reach out and let me know. I'll be happy to help you. Stay cool out there. Enjoy your 4th of July long weekend. And I will be back on Tuesday of next week with another fun card to share. Thank you so much for being here tonight. I greatly appreciate each and every one of you and your support. And I will talk to you soon. Bye-bye, everyone.